Hers is a story of resilience. Coming from a family that was affected during partition, she fell in love with science at a very young age due to her tryst with a CT scan machine. She studied hard on scholarships, but missed that elusive medical seat just by a whisker. But that was just the beginning of her story. Presenting the founder of Revi Environmental Solutions Private Limited, Dr. Vanita Prasad. How are you, ma'am? How is it
I'm
going?
good. I'm good. I'm very good.
Could you please tell us about Revi? What do you guys do there?
So Levy basically provides bioremediation or wastewater treatment solutions, especially in the form of bioconsortia, which we have developed.
Okay.
When we are treating any waste or waste material, we with this consortia we will be recovering energy, nutrient, water. We will be able to recycle the water.
Okay, so it is used like by people in the households or factories, or how does it work?
Everywhere. Generally, household is not using, but it is the household waste which is going to the municipality side, that is STPs. There, this can be used. They can be used by the industry. So, where industry has to do the effluent treatment plant, they have the effluent treatment plant. Inside that, they will use this, and in the biogas plants, the biogas plants which are coming up for bio CNG, there also they can use this.
Great. So, what I really believe in is that happy kids turn into happy adults. And it's something that probably inspired you in childhood that made you like this, very curious about doing new things and all. So, tell me about your childhood. How was it?
Unfortunately, I had this issue of headaches.
How is it?
So, a severe headaches has to be there in my primary classes. So, my parents was very worried about what is happening to me, and they keep on taking me to the doctors. And then our doctor advised me to take me to the AIMS hospital, where I can get my brain scanned. And the CAT scan at that point of time in 1978, it was the first CAT scan machine which is about to come to AIMS. And then they got that appointment and everything, my parents, and they took me to that particular place, and doctor told me to go into that particular scan machine, and I was like wondering how that was so majestic. And in 1978 the information era was not there, so we were not though much that much aware of anything. So I was very curious and wanted to know more about the human body and how this human body is interacting with this machine, and doctor will come to know what is happening to me, because since a longer time everybody was trying to figure out why this headaches problem is there for my case.
How old
So
were you then?
I was only 8 years old at that point of time.
Oh, oh, that's
So that
okay.
has sparked a scientific curiosity or a desire to learn inside me at my head. So that was the main point. And as such, as I told you, nobody is from the science background in my family. So it was like very easygoing family. We had a business, and not very easygoing. I will say we have faced a lot of struggle because my grandparents, both maternal and paternal, has came from after the partition to India. So we
Partition.
have means like that background. So we were establishing ourselves as a business thing, and then it's a very mediocre family where things were very normal, and girls' education was not that much priority or something
Prime
like that. So
importance.
it's that family I had at that point of time.
Okay. And while studying, were you like a topper kind of student, average, above average, below average? How were you?
So I was a mediocre student till class 8. I was not, as I mentioned, I was not too much into studies till that point. So then Papa told me one day that if you really want to do this thing, and doctor uncle can tell you a lot of things, so you have to become a doctor. So if you want to go to that side, you have to get scholarships every time, so that nobody can stop your education. Correct? So I used to get a very small scholarship from my papa's office as a support. So for that, at that point of time, we have to get first division. That was not the
Oh,
era when we have to get 100% marks, correct?
right, right, right.
So we were growing,
Thankfully.
yeah, we were growing on this that age. So we have to get every time we have to get a distinction, that is 75%, or at least 60%. That was first division. So that was the time. So in my primary and middle classes, I have to always score that kind of things. So it was like higher. It's more than average, but I was like that. I was not never a topper in 8th or 10th standard, but from 12th onwards, since I have picked up a lot of things of my own because there was nobody around teaching me, and in 11th, I have taken support of my uh, tuition teachers as a science student. So from
Okay,
there, from there onwards, I was always a topper. From 12th, BSc, I was
okay.
a gold medalist. Not gold medalist, actually, I'm the topper of the graduation BSc in Delhi University
Oh,
in my batch. Then in MSc, I was almost second topper, and then we got a PhD scholarship as an JRF,
oh,
CSIR fellow. So I cleared
okay.
that CSIR fellowship exam, which people keep on cracking for lecturership as well as junior research fellowship during my MSc when I was in the last year of my MSc. At that point of time, I cleared it. So I can say that the graph was went up, but
Up from that time.
yeah.
Okay.
So school time, I was like very primary school. I was totally a mediocre student. Then because of this incident, my curiosity went up, and I got attached to the books. So
Okay.
that
And
was the.
what was the role of teachers at that point? Were there any teachers who inspired you to do more? And actually, guidance is very important at that point, right? Because you don't have a lot of idea which space you want to work in. Or were you very clear from the very beginning, like from your BSc days, were you clear that you want to do this or that?
Actually, I was very clear from 8 years onward primary because there was a goal of becoming doctor. Very clear for me on
Okay.
12th standard, correct? So I was
Okay.
focused on to that, but unfortunately, I could not able to crack the MBBS exams of Delhi College. Means that time
Oh,
DPMT, जो दिल्ली का exam होता था, that I could not able to crack. I
okay.
got around 428 rank if I remember it correctly, and the admission closed at 420 or something,
Oh my
422,
God.
something like that. I missed by 5 or 6 this thing. Maybe one physics numerical I attempted wrongly and negative marking has happened.
Oh.
That's what I always say. So I got disheartened. I got disheartened because I was very focused that I wanted to become a doctor. And now I know at that particular time when I was doing my medical preparation, at that time I was not very clear that I wanted to be a neuro physician or a neurosurgeon. But as I grown up, I got to know that my curiosity was because I always want to know what happens in the brain. Until now, you believe me, till now I am doing waste management. But at some part of my whole day, I devoted for something which is linked with the meditation, brain, whatever. There are a lot many
Oh.
things happening out there because we can't even control our emotions. So those kind of things I keep on reading. That curiosity in me still progressing. Although I
Okay.
am not a doctor by profession, so
Okay.
that
You
was
are
the
a doctor.
yeah, that's the other route. So that's what then
Right.
Papa told me. Maybe sometime we say no, the student who couldn't able to crack good marks in 12th or cannot able to crack this competitive exam and they commit suicide. So I can correlate to those people because
Hmm.
you get so frustrated when you are putting your 100% and you are not achieving, you really get disheartened. And at that point of time, I will say parents are very supportive. They told me ki, we have seen you doing so much of effort, so it's okay if you could not able to do it. You must have to find out something which you can do better. So again, I have to sit down. I have to recollect. BSc, I have took admission, and I am very lucky. You have mentioned about the teachers. So my BSc teacher, Tazeen ma'am, so she is there, and she always There were all group, the whole group, Gira ma'am, the Kamil sir, and everybody. They were very supportive. So they were teaching us about the biochemistry, and I was a zoology and analytical chemistry student. So I learned a lot of techniques there to infer everything, because everything, chromatography, MRI, it means every resonance or the spectroscopy, they were teaching me the basics of that. I learned a lot of things during my BSc. When I have not taken BSc very seriously, because I was giving my MBBS exam, my entrance
Oh,
exam. So I was not doing. So
okay.
I have not scored very good marks in the first year, but I repeated the whole first year in the second year. That option was there, so that is the improvement exam. So I have done a lot of effort after getting a rejection in entrance, because my father told me, you can't just leave it here, you have to take it to something. And I was already into some of the course which is very unique course, that is methods in analytical chemistry and biochemistry, graduation
Okay.
in methods in chemistry and biochemistry. That was my course. It was not pure BSc, BSc General or a BSc Honors. It's a different
Okay.
kind of specialized course which Delhi University offers. So I got admission in that particular thing when I was giving my MBBS. So that has helped me to acquire the knowledge of basis of all analysis methods or all
Okay.
diagnostics methods, correct? So we have done a lot of
Okay.
biochemistry, blood sample lena, malaria test, all that has been given to us. So we have studied the whole human biochemistry, microbiology in BSc. So all in all and all, I could able to understand the human body in 3 years, not becoming a
Okay.
doctor, but I could able to study. And that's why I got
Okay.
into, I figured out at that point of time that biotechnology can be the further route to go deeper into the cell, because cell biology I was studying at that point.
Okay. Okay.
Biology in my graduation time, I was studying cell biology also. So that has given me one of the things which is called as biotechnology. And I got admission in biotechnology in 93, when biotechnology
93.
has just emerged. So I got
Okay.
that through, and I went to Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya Indore, and I we were the first batch to start biotech there.
Oh my
So
God, the first batch, the very first batch to start.
yeah, very first batch. So we have to set up our own lab. So I have set up lab there also with the help of our
Wow.
HOD. So Anil sir was my PhD guide also. So that has given me that flavor of how to set a biotech lab, correct, which I could able to do now also. So that
Wow.
training has been imparted. So I know the techniques. I know how to do this lab settings and all. And that's how but I was always got involved. That's what I say. Nobody will come to take you, na? If you get involved with your teachers, they will give you some responsibilities which are extra. So that's what we
Right,
have
right.
done during my MSc, and I could able to do my PhD. But I was too much interested at that point of time. That's what I'm telling you. I was interested in human biology, and now I am working in waste management. So if you see that flip, that happened.
Oh,
I was interested, and since I was in biotechnology, I was now knowing the cell inside. So too much inclined towards the cancer biology and
okay.
oncology, and then immunology was one of my favorite subject which I used to do.
Okay.
I decided to do my PhD in immunology. So I started working on an allergy kit. So that was the
Okay.
second incident happened in my life.
Okay. Okay.
Very crucial and a game changer. So I was doing this allergy kit. So I have to get blood samples from Patel Chest Institute or from the malaria, this Institute of Communicable Diseases. So I used to get
Okay.
those samples and check it for my particular allergy patients. So I have to collect that blood samples from those patients again who are showing positive results. So when I went to the slums and got the samples, I understood that the people are really living in pathetic conditions.
Hmm.
Correct. So and then I realized that the I'm working something very advanced, and kids are dying just because of diarrhea, and that is the case
Wow.
till now. That has not Scenario has not changed yet too much.
Changed. Correct.
So that question, when I was I had some sleepless nights in during that time when I have already done my 6 months of research for allergy kit during my PhD. So I
Correct.
switched my thesis topic, and I had a huge discussions with my guide, because I have switched from Hussain ma'am to Kalia sir. It was I PhD, changing your PhD thesis topic is terrific. So I have to really go through all that, but I really decided to really work on this particular topic, and then I figured out that the huge resource which we call as waste is an organic matter which needs to be recycled, and nature already used to recycle it. Fossil fuel is a way of natural recycling only, that is coming as a fuel to us. And then when I understood everything, I could able to correlate this waste to hydrogen. Hydrogen means the biofuel which we are talking
Okay.
about. So I could able to do the process of biohydrogen production. So my PhD thesis was to improvement of biomethanation processes using hydrogen fuses. So that's what I have done during my PhD. So that was another turning point in my life.
So I have a few questions. I'll go back to the MBBS thing that you couldn't get in. Was that a very bad low, and how much time did you take to get out of it? And then, do you believe that everything happens for the best? Like, since you've gone from there to here, you've done some amazing stuff. Do you think that it was justified, it was okay, or you would still go back and change that?
So if you say correlate this to my MBBS admission failure, so
Hmm.
I was like very much disheartened, but I could able to recollect myself within a week's time, I will say, because at that particular time, my parents and then my uncles came to me and they told me there is a way that you can go with the donation to some of the colleges. Medical
Yeah,
donation was always there, entrance kind of
absolutely.
thing. So I told, if I can't do it myself, I can't do. And my parents financial this thing was financial power was not that strong, so I don't want to spend that much of thing on my this thing. Then somebody offered me that, okay, we will give you a loan and then you can repay, which now has a kind of education loan we have. But at that particular time, my family friends and my uncle and aunts told me that we have seen you reading through and going through, so we will support you and you go for studying something. So I refused to that particular thing. So it took me a week's time. I was already enrolled in my BSc. So
Oh,
I then took that courage of learning what I was learning at my BSc level. So those that year I could not able to focus that much on the studies, but I could have got the flavor of knowing all the techniques which is required by a doctor. A doctor needs a blood test report, doctor needs a MRI report, and everything else, all kinds of instrumentation they need to really evaluate. So I understood that I got something in hand wherein I can go take that journey ahead, and it was not taken me a lot of time. But I do believe that whatever happens for the best.
one other question I have in mind is that, how do people like you focus on studies? Like, it's very difficult for me to believe a kid that age would be so interested in that. So, was it just that thing in past, like that MRI machine thing that kind of put you into science?
So as I told you, I was very
Do you have any
easygoing.
regret for sacrificing a social life?
No, no, no. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Not at all. That's what I figured out during. Uh, what do you say? During my graduation, also, I told you, my all friends. I have never seen a movie with them in my college time. Never. So
Wow.
when we were finishing our graduation, my all my classmates told me that we want to go to watch a movie. So we went, but I used to go for picnics. I was a nature lover all the time till now.
Okay.
So I am a
Okay.
nature lover. I prefer to go to the. I don't like parties that much. I am not a party person.
Okay, okay.
by nature itself. And that's maybe the thing that God was knowing all those things. And there are people who have come on this earth for doing something else. Everybody has not come for
Yes.
doing everything, na?
Yes, yes, and thank you for doing that so people like us can have fun.
Yeah.
Otherwise, who will do all
Why
these?
can't you can? And I always say, अगर मुझे कोई कहता कि वनीता डांस कर, so I could have failed
Uh-huh.
miserably. And that's what I always tell when my kids were also growing, to tell them that why they need to study science. Let them live what they want to do. You only know what is your inner calling. Your parents also
Correct,
couldn't be able to understand it. They can
correct,
support
correct.
you, but they don't understand what actually is going inside you. Nobody can understand what is going inside us. Means like the human being. So he might have friend or a parents to tell and get support, but he only has to, or he or she has to figure out that what is
Decide.
exactly. And that's what when I have changed this particular thing in my PhD time, it was a like 360-degree
Huge. Yes, yes,
shift.
that was my second question. Having been dedicated to one subject for a long time, and then all tears in my eyes when you said that looking at the kids, you change your mindset overnight, which is a huge deal.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I am having goosebumps right now also, because
ah,
whenever I imagine these two, means like I was so blessed. And that's why I always say, people say that you have to always keep a gratitude in your mind, because we were really blessed that we were having a house which is neat and clean. We were not having a lot of money to spend. Okay, other people do have, but I had a lot of people who don't have those things also. Correct. Until
correct,
till
correct.
now, this word is like that only. We have people
Absolutely.
like above us, and we have people
Above, below.
above and
Correct.
below. Correct. So we always have to see what we have in hand and how best we can use it.
Use
And
it.
that's how this waste thing also comes to my mind. There is nothing called waste. It's just a resource which is kept
Oh,
somewhere, and you really need to find a way. And that's, I think, during our school time, best out of waste is the one of the activity which we used to do.
used to do
Correct.
a lot, yes.
Which we used to do. So that is what inspired me to change to that particular topic, because you are getting a disease. What is a human body? Human body is having a philosophy, physiology. It get disturbed because of your environment.
Hmm.
Environment plays an important role. Right in Delhi, everybody is facing the air pollution problem right now, because somebody else is burning somewhere. We are using our cars and we are polluting it. Correct, and
Correct.
everybody is getting affected. Correct. So that's what I could able to envision, that if I really want to work human body, knowing human body and becoming doctor, is to make them sickness free, disease free.
Perfect.
So the cause of disease was this particular things, climate change,
Wow.
sanitation, and all that. So it's not that loose end. It's just a part of that puzzle, which somebody see and somebody are not seeing it. So I could able to realize, and that took me around, I will say, another week to 15 days time to figure it out, that this is all interconnected and I have to work it. But for that, it
Wow.
took me 2 to 2.5 months to switch on to my thesis topic. I have changed the CSIR lab from first lab to the second lab. That was the blessing for me, because I changed my guide from this lab to this lab only, not
Wow.
drastically to some other place. So that also happened because there was some natural power who was supporting me to get that thing. Correct. So that's why I always
Absolutely.
believe on to that natural power, or the supreme power is somewhere around, and they guide you, but you have to be sensitive enough to listen to them.
Listen to it. Yes. So, getting back, you enjoy reading, you enjoy nature. So, what is your idea of entertainment?
Spending time with family is my
Family.
entertainment. Generally listening music is entertainment, like, for me.
Okay.
Watching clouds, I had a
Oh,
very different kind of hobby. I used to watch, right now I'm sitting here, so I generally watch clouds.
Oh,
Cloud watching is a very different kind of hobby which I had. I really enjoy it. So cloud watching is one of the things which I love. Then I love nature as such. So the work which I am doing is basically collecting all these microbes from the nature. So I observe nature a lot, and sometimes I see when I read about all these scientists. I read a lot, and I love to really know the life of these people, actually what they have, in spite of what they have academic this thing, but how they as a person. So when I see Darwin also, he was always a traveler, he was observer. Mendel is like that. So when I even saw those people, they are always observing nature, and they most of the innovations which has happened is because of the nature only. uh, we
okay.
all are trying to find it out, and that's where I think I find my entertainment also. So I have
Oh.
done a lot of nature walk while in Singapore. I went to South Africa, went to a lot of jungle
Oh.
safaris, and I have done all that thing. And not kind of a very isolated person, but I love
Okay.
traveling. Traveling is
Okay.
like for our family, and luckily my whole family loves to travel. So we go to various places, but we want to explore more onto the nature side and then try to understand
Correct.
their culture. So
Rather
that
than the
is what I
touristy
enjoy.
places.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
don't enjoy
Okay.
when, and that's what I'm saying. During my BSc or time also, I always tell them I don't want to go to a movie hall. At that point of time there was no malls, but a
Right.
movie hall and just sitting in a row and watching somebody else. So I will go with you for a picnic or something, but I
Oh.
will not go for the, because I have to spend choose na something. So you go and enjoy. I never enjoyed shopping till now. I don't enjoy shopping. This is
Oh
something
man.
which people say कि तुम लड़की हो. My mother used to say.
Wait. Your husband would be the luckiest person in the entire world. बीवी को
Yeah,
shopping अच्छा नहीं लगता.
my
Blessed.
brother used to tell me that कि your husband can give you the credit card and other things because he knows you will not be spending anything. You believe me, I don't
Wow.
spend at all. I don't like to go for grocery shopping and other things. Being a mother and a housewife, you have to do some things, na? But that too, I don't want to do. Somebody can do it. Please do it. I
Correct,
really
correct.
don't want. So that I
I'm
am that kind of
surprised you used word housewife here. How are you housewife? You're a rock star of your own movie.
no.
That's
I
why
would
you don't like to watch other people on the theater screen, man. That's amazing.
no. I like to watch movies, but what happens is watching movie. All the movies I don't like. People have that craze going to first show. That I don't have. Some movies
Okay.
which on review has come up, and now since at that particular time, my papa in very initial time, some of my papa's teaching stayed with me till that, and when you were about to enter the college in that time. Uh, uh, the family doesn't like girls going too much around with the friends to
Of
movie
course.
theater and all.
Yes.
That was like a thing. And then Papa told me, you will be losing your whole day if you will be bunking your classes if you are going for a movie with the friends. And that was actually happening. So we need to bunk the class. And believe me, my classmates have to tell me, we are going to watch a movie. You will not go to the class because mass bunk has to be there, na? Otherwise, the
Right.
attendance and other things will. So I will go and sit in the library. I will utilize that 3 hours for studying. You go and watch
Oh.
your movie. I will not go to the lab. That was the promise. I will not go to the class. And that's where some of my teachers who were there, they were telling me, "Ki, Vanita, we have seen you that doing that, but we were always wondering that why you are not coming to the class." So then I told ma'am, I had a commitment with my classmates also. Na? I can't
Nice.
betray them.
Okay.
I cannot, I don't want to watch a movie with them, but I can't come to the class also. So I prefer to sit in the library. And then, in the first year, I was preparing for my medical entrance. So I can't just freak out. I have to do
Right.
BSc also, and I have to do medical entrance. So that was a tough time. Then in the second year, I have to do the second year repetition.
Right, right, right. Oh
So it was
God.
tough time. So I utilized those time, and it was not like a pressure for me. Ki somebody is
Punishment.
saying me to do.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
it was by choice, and that's why I say I till now I am working by choice. So I can work 23 hours in a day, correct?
Man.
Because you are working by your choice, then it becomes fun.
Yes, yes, because you're passionate about what you're doing. It
Yeah,
doesn't become work or chore then. It is something
yeah,
that you love doing. So my question again is that parents generally struggle that my kid doesn't study. Okay, so do you think that the studious kids are studious because they like to do it, and you cannot change a kid? You can't force them or pressurize them to study and score more
yeah.
or something like
You
that?
should not
You
make
should not.
anybody study. You should not, because the study in sense that's what I even for my kids always say that. My elder one says same thing. So he was a sports person. He was a sports person,
Okay.
and I told him not to go to science. I told both of them not to go to the science because it is not. But they said, "Mama, you think that we are dumb. That's why you are saying that we can't." And that's the mindset I really want to change in the society.
Correct,
Nobody
correct.
is like, if it is he is studying science, he is more intelligent than the person who is doing dance or doing something else. So that is also a part of learning only, na. So it's so many
Right.
types of dance forms, and the choreography which you are doing, the presentations which you are doing, or whatever, the filmmaking itself, it's a lot of things which needs to be done. So I don't say anybody to force them, but I always tell kids to figure out what they like and try to
Right.
tell it to their parents. And I always tell, it takes you time to figure out what
Very
you
true.
exactly want.
Very true.
So that time you have to give to yourself, and then parents should give that time to their kids.
Yeah. That's what they say, right? If you judge a fish by its
Ah, yeah,
capacity to climb a tree, there is no point. So
no
it's
point.
amazing. I love your point of view, and it is great that someone like you who is saying that, it's not that you did not study. You actually went on to become a doctor, and you're doing so much for the society already, and then you believe that arts is important. Everything else is
Yes,
also
what the
equally
work you are
important.
doing right now, communicating it to the society, what I am doing is very, very important. I
Very
can't
true.
do it myself. So that's where the social structure is. So that's where I always say honeybee ka jo the science has taught us that thing, that community, the division of work is there. So everybody can't be the
Yes.
queen, na, queen in the honeybee. So
Mm.
somebody has to be there.
you, you made the mother in me a little more peaceful. Okay, okay, I'm not screwing it up with my kids. I'm giving them freedom. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. But that's what, as an Indian parents and Indian society, we actually came out of. I can correlate to that now. In younger time, I could not able to, but now I understand, because at that particular time when we are coming from that partition thing and everything, even getting that food was our priority. So
Very
that's
true.
why the mindset has come up like that. At that point of time, a job security was very important. But now the jobs, and I'm thankful to the ecosystem which is building up in India now, where you can even try out your ideas.
Uh, Brings me back to Revi. So, how did you guys collaborate with STBI? How did you get in touch with them? How has the experience been?
Coming back to STBI, this was again an incident.
Okay.
Uh, yeah,
We
so
love
that is an
stories.
yeah, this is a game changing story again, because I was working, as I told you, that I've done my PhD in environment, and then I moved to this place, Vadodara, because my husband got transferred here, and Gujarat was being an industrial state. I was very fascinated that I could able to manage the waste and do that, and I was working as an R&D head here for an environment consultancy, so going smoothly. And then I unfortunately met an accident and broke my spine.
Oh,
Yeah, so I had a tailbone
spine.
fracture. Yeah, so I could not able to sit. I'm till now not supposed to sit for long hours. So that is
Oh
a
my God.
drawback for me. But I have to manage that. So
Oh.
that happened. So I have to resign from my job as an R&D head. So I resigned and I went with Rajneesh to Singapore, and where I could able to again, because I was a kind of person who wants to know. So when I was
Right.
recovering there in Singapore, I figured out the whole water system there.
Ah.
I could able to explore the whole water management system of Singapore, and then applied for some of the thing. But I went to on DP there on a dependent pass. So getting a
Okay.
work permit was very difficult for me. So that at that particular time, we as family decided. And at that junction, both of my sons could able to understand, especially the elder one could able to understand what is my PhD thesis all about. So he could able to he has grown up, so he started understanding that. And when these and NUS scientists were appreciating my work, he forced me and my husband to really start working on my research again, what I have done during my PhD. So I should
Okay.
start, and he told Papa that you should open a lab for Ma so that she can work. So that
Wow.
was the point. And at some time when I have taken a back step, when he means like I have not gone to for my post graduation, which I got in Sweden. I means like I conceived and I had my first baby, so I have not taken the post graduation postdoc position at that point of time. So he understood all that. So that was the trigger point. So we decided to come back from Singapore, and I started working again with my previous company, and I was working for Reliance on some project. And one of the like my I will say my father-in-law, chacha, inke chacha, he sent me a mail wherein
Hmm.
he said that there is a one thing going on for some research projects in Ahmedabad. They are doing STBI was doing their pre STBI launch, that pre bio incubator launch
Oh,
event. So that
okay.
mail went came to us, and we went there. And my husband told me, okay, we will go there. It is happening in some good hotel. If I remember, it was Taj Ahmedabad, I think. So we
Okay.
went there. So we will be getting a good lunch. We will go there and we will explore what is happening there. So I was trying
Perfect.
to get those research grants which generally DST provides for women to come back. So I was exploring those particular project grants at that point of time. And luckily, I went to this event where I could able to get more details about BIG big grant as well as the incubation space. So
Hmm.
that has given me again a total different platform that I can do something which can directly go to the market. I don't need to do a research which is then again patented and just kept aside.
Aside, right.
So what I wanted to do in 93, and I started, I can progress onto that journey with this route wherein I get to do something. So that
Okay.
was the trigger point, and luckily, my director of my company, Kadam sir, he was always a believer that whatever I am doing with the microbes is really required. So he became my
Hmm.
mentor also for this particular venture. So I wrote this big grant. I took 6 months of time to write this particular grant as an individual scientist. And thanks to this ecosystem where they have created this kind of grant system which can support an innovative idea. That's what I'm saying. So we were not having that kind of thing. And apart from the fellowship which they are giving to me project, I need that lab space also, which has been developed. Correct. So STBI, I got to know from there, and then I simultaneously done the presentation and application for interest in incubation. So I got an early bird this thing because I was the first one to start lab in STBI.
Oh,
So that is
okay.
what the
Which
role
year
of
was this?
2014.
Okay, okay, okay,
So
okay.
that's the role of STBI. The very foundation of starting our doing my own lab was STBI. So
Okay.
that's where my kids were also happy. कि मम्मा के लिए lab हो गया.
Mama ka lab.
So that my own lab in the incubator, and I was the first one to start lab there. Unfortunately, and that there was one incident again there, and I met a car accident in 2016 March. which was fatal. Which was fatal. So I broke my ribs also at that particular time, and everybody was telling she will not be came out of the car got crushed. But luckily, and the next day, my son has his 12th chemistry board exam. So that was the thing. So that happened, and I we could go through that, and then my son got around 97% in chemistry
Oh,
on that day also. So that's what has happened and given me a lot of strength, and that incident reminded me that I have not fulfilled the commitment of doing this particular project, because the grant was given to me, lab
oh,
space was allotted, lab was not started. Lab was started in 2016 October because STBI was not ready. So my grant was not released. So that was the time. So now to really get going on to this entrepreneur journey is that God wants me to complete this particular goal of mine, and then only I will be allowed to come back and rest there. So that's why I
oh,
always,
like that. Oh my God, you're saying the accident kind of thing. You okay?
yeah,
Fantastic. Yeah,
if
please
you
tell me.
if if I have not done, that's what na karma. If you have to complete something, you have to be saved, na. So God has saved me at that particular time from that accident, because I have means I have to do something, na,
You
in the
have
life,
work to do.
some work to
Yes.
do, or some other things, or some good deeds of mine
Mission
has
to
made me strong.
accomplish.
Whatever that's what. So that the God is there, so he knows, he has a bigger plan for that, and I was the part of that. If I might have done some wrong things, because I remember my papa says that whatever बुरा time जो आया था वो लोहे ने ले लिया, मतलब that car has taken all that bad thing which is supposed to be with you, has been taken by that car, and you are, means you have passed through it. So that was the thing. So I do remember, and I I I really believe that I have to really accomplish this work of mine, which I started at the age of 23, to create a sanitized, good living conditions for the fellow human beings. You were asking about STBI, so provided the lab space, then provided the mentoring, all the mentoring regarding our IP portfolio and other things, and now they always project us for every platform, with you also for every platform.
Right.
So they have given me the Vibrant Gujarat event platform. At that point, this was the only idea, and from where I got the co-founder of the company, Bhavik sir. He came to our stall and he told that he wants to invest in this particular idea as an angel investor. So I told I don't want just the money, because already I got a big grant to really pursue my idea. So I
Hmm.
want people to, if really he believes in that, he comes from the finance background, so he agreed to be part of the company. So we are three co-founders: me, Rajneesh, my husband, and uh, Bhavik sir. So Rajneesh, he has believed me. He wrote the for writing the business big grant. We have to write a business idea, business plan. So
Plan.
he was my business mentor, and Kadam sir was my technical mentor as an individual scientist to do that project. So Rajneesh was always there as an CEO, because he was the main brain behind the business model which we have created. So he joined me. So joined me in this particular venture. That was pretty clear for us as family also, and as complementary people. And then Bhavik sir has, that's what God has given that particular person, because we both of us were not knowing that much of accounting and other part. He's from a
Right.
finance background, so he takes cares of accounting and other thing. So we three have different skill sets as founder in the company. So in 2015, when I could able to do as scientist the proof of concept with the help of all the mentorship STBI has provided, from IP to business and other things, they have provided everything to us, and BIRAC also provided us all that support. I could able to figure out, and I filed the patent, and then we formed the company at the almost completion of the big grant. So
Okay.
that's in 2017 we formed the company with this particular product which we have developed.
Okay. And how close are you to your goal?
Very, very far away.
Very far away, is it? How?
It's a long journey. What I'm doing. I'm doing just the microbes. A lot of infrastructure. I need to get connected with all those infrastructure. Correct.
Oh,
These micros has to be produced in the bulk. I always say I have created one soft copy. I need to have a manufacturing. So biotechnology, biomanufacturing, Global Bio has that conference just now. So biomanufacturing, scaling up it to full commercial level is still a target. So then after a full scale commercialization, actually everybody will get this microbes to have a clean environment. So it's a long journey ahead. So I have to really work on, and that is one part where I could able to do the biomethane right now. Since I want to do the hydrogen, which is still a longer journey. Green
okay.
hydrogen we all are talking about. So I wanted to do that biohydrogen so that we can decarbonize our
Okay.
energy needs also.
Okay. So, being a layman, how do you use the microbes you've made? Like, do you put it in the sewage and then
Yeah,
the water is usable?
yeah. So when we are treating this sewage, there are bigger reactors. So
Okay.
either in the form of aeration, we can treat them, or in the form of an anaerobic reactor. The gobar gas plant we generally used
Yes.
to say there is a plant, there is a box which we call as a reactor or a biodigester. Inside that, we put this microbes, and I maintain those reactors. We have created health tonic. So sometimes people now are calling me as a doctor of microbes. What I am trying to do is I have isolated these microbes from the nature, and I have packed it in the product form, and I have done a health tonic for these microbes. So when these microbes are inside these reactors, somebody has to look onto their health also, na? If they will be healthy, then only they will be processing good, na? So
Right.
that's what I am focused on. So as fast they will be processing, we will be utilizing so called waste as a resource material, and we will be getting a sanitized or good sanitation. So fecal sludge management is a very big target right now we have in our country because of the Swachh Bharat mission, the OFD plus, wherein we have created toilets, but we need to manage the fecal sludge. Therein, our microbes will help. So, getting
Okay.
connected with those ecosystem and doing that right now, I am trying to connect with those people. Maybe in the year's time, we will be able to manage the fecal sludge also. We are doing one project with Amrit. So, a long way to go, but
Oh, okay.
I have done quite a bit of progress in 7 years.
That's great.
2017, yeah, 2017 we started the company. So from there, in between COVID hit, at that particular
Right.
time we could able to do the pilot manufacturing. Now we are moved out of STBI from my
Okay.
lab space to our own R&D setup. We had a
Okay.
four-floor building now, just 5 kilometers ahead of STBI. So
Okay.
that's a big achievement if I really have to count on. We have a pilot plant and an R&D building now, where we are continuing our research. And STBI is always there. We are actually incubated, and we use all the high-end instrumentation from STBI. So we are
Oh.
really thankful to the ecosystem which has been created, being STBI at the center.
Oh,
And the
wow.
BIRAC has a whole support system. Venture Center was a big partner for me, Venture Center Pune, and I still remember the first sitting when I was sitting with Anand sir when I was writing big grant. I really remember all that stuff. So he was always there to help us,
Wow.
Pragnath sir, Anand sir. So, and still they keep on, they never lose a chance. Sir used to say, Anand sir used to say, ki Vanita is Dhoni of my STBI. Whenever he is introducing
Oh,
subject, so he says she is the Dhoni who can take like a captain, you are taking that STBI
wow.
things ahead. Yeah,
That
so
is
it's a very
fantastic.
amazing connection with STBI.
Oh. Ma'am, I want to ask you one question. Since there is so much discussion on gender equality and feminism and women empowerment, did you face any kind of discrimination uh, throughout? And was it difficult to sustain as a woman in the field, which is probably male dominated?
Correct. Correct, correct. It is like if I say the gender thing, yeah, it was difficult being a girl child. Then you have to do the studies.
Oh, it
Then
starts
you
at
have to
home.
prove yourself. So when I started working onto the waste management, everybody was telling ki what you were doing as a doctor. Everybody was supportive. When you are talking about kachra, people were saying, "What are you doing?"
Oh,
You can figure out. So then your family very the people surrounding you. When I decided to resign, both of us resigned from our job in 2016, and took this particular entrepreneurship journey, and risking
oh,
our
wait.
kids.
So your husband as well resigned from his job to join you on your venture? Oh, that is
So
fantastic.
it's fantastic, but it was too risky because we have
Yes.
risked our kids' future also, na. So that's what. But it was very calculative risk which we have taken, and we
Hmm.
are lucky enough that I told you that when I was about to start the lab, my elder son was having the board exam, so he just entered the college. So both of them are now he's doing his post means. Post graduation, and the younger one is just completing his graduation. Both of them tell us that now you both have to focus on to your Ravi, and they have also considered Ravi as their sibling. Ravi means my company.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so
Your
so
third
so
child.
Papa, yeah, Papa and Mummy will be going to this, devoting as much as time that they have to give it to the child, because Ravi was born in 2017, correct?
Right.
So we celebrate Revi birthdays like that
Oh,
only.
wow.
So Revi, so now we always say we have when we have done the R&D inauguration. That time also I told that now my baby has moved out from this incubator to a
Incubator.
schooling kind of thing.
Literal incubator.
Yeah, he was an incubator or a pre-primary school. Now it has
Right.
moved to the school. I have to take it to the college and then to the some other level. So it's a huge. That's what I told you. It's a long journey, but we have
Wow.
achieved one milestone, or whatever I can say it. So that's what in within the family, Revi is like a child for us and a
Nice.
sibling to my kids. So
Beautiful.
but my family and friends have a lot of restrictions at that particular time what you are doing. And then when I really work onto the waste domain, you will find you are standing all alone as a woman. If I am standing in Gazipur landfill site, it's a very lonely place, so people don't like it. And sometimes even investors and other people, if I go only if I have founded it only with me, then might be very difficult, because now I have Rajneesh and Bhavik sir along with me. They see that
Oh,
there is somebody else, but if they see me only, they could have not trusted. So that problem of being woman is
it's
still there,
it's still
and
there.
this is a male dominated. And you have rightly said it. If I could have a total woman led organization, then it was much difficult to prove. Yet it is very difficult right now also, but if it has been total woman led company, then it might be a more difficult. And
Right.
sometimes people still say, lucky enough to have Bhavik sir, which is like very different person. He was not knowing us before 2016 at all. And that's what I'm saying. God has moved him to
Mhm.
this place to be associated with us. And he is there, and it keeps me motivated. Keep sir can see something in that, other will also see. Everybody will not see, others will also see, but everybody will not
Everybody
see.
else.
So I have to be patient to get those people on board. So yeah,
Okay.
it's a long journey, and we have to finding those right stakeholder is a tough task. Being a woman, yeah, it's a difficult task. Getting finance is a difficult task. Getting a team is a difficult task,
True.
because sometimes this woman is doing trying to do something can shut down anytime the company, na? So that is the mindset of the parents whose kids or whosoever is wanted to join the team. So
True.
doing a job in a startup is not that easy right now. for the freshers also, or anybody who wants to join a startup finds it difficult among their own peers, or on their family. So that is one of the things which every startup will be facing. But being a woman led startup, it becomes much more difficult to even build the team.
Okay. I want to ask you if there is a message for budding entrepreneurs, because you've been through so much in your life and you've done so much hard work from the very beginning. And it was not an easy ride from what I can see. There were like huge ups and downs. Giving up your full-fledged job for childbirth and pregnancies and raising the kids, and then coming back because you're used to the luxury of staying home taking care of your kids. It's easy to stay back and just have fun, but you came out of it. And again, the best part is your husband joined you in that. How empowering is that? So you have a wonderful story. If you could reduce it to some crux that you can share it with some budding entrepreneurs, what would it be?
So I always say to young, whatever you are deciding, I enforced it too many times, that whatever you have decided as your goal, you keep on working towards it. Once you are on the way, there will be multiple individuals or mentors will come, and right now that ecosystem has been created where you can look for those mentors and you can get your dream or the goal achieved. So you should be really working hard to get those skill set which is actually required to reach to your goals. There may be a number of things which you need to do, and no, and there should not be a need to depend on something. You will get a mentor, but you have to get something from yourself only. Don't be dependent on something कि ये मिलेगा तो करेंगे. No, you
Right.
have to go on doing that thing, and be dynamic and act to achieve. Means like you have to act. There is no other way or other thing apart from hard work. You have to do a lot of hard work. Whatever is your focus on that particular thing. Improve yourself step by step. Be a competitor to yourself only, and keep improving your knowledge and skill. And
Wow.
you will, I'm definitely sure, if you will spread your wings to fly, resources and opportunities are limitless. You can go
Wow.
anywhere. Sky is
The
the limit.
universe will support with the wind so that you can fly.
Yeah, but
Wonderful. Spread your wings.
you have to do.
Beautifully put, ma'am. I'm so happy to have talked to you. It was an amazing conversation. There were so many questions I still had even after logically concluding the conversation. With all her heartfelt words, Vanita ji is such a wonderful storyteller that I had to ask for one more session. And she generously agreed. Stay tuned to Fountainhead with Chandni for more of Ravi and Dr. Vanita Prasad. Let's make the real heroes famous.